interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A gain of 3, second down. The Vikings at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's got room. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he goes out right around the 39. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and just a yard.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end.
Thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott doing it himself from 9 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. Long way to go.
A big play there. Cousins to Thielen, 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
Now Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And some room to roam now.
And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. 57 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Prescott to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Prescott.
Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Prescott on fourth down.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Prescott. There's another one complete to Chenault. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Elliott is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. Going right back to Ferguson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Prescott down. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Fourth down, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
LaVisca Chenault
from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins now. Complete. Smith has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one,
one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty flat.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Prescott to throw on 4th. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's got it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidence...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play action now. Cousins.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cousins again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught. It's Shenault again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.